Well, good morning, colleagues and friends in South New Zealand. This is a quick message from the Institute of Worship at Avondale University, which has been invited to come and assist with the music at Christchurch Camp in January. I'm Lyle Heiss, Director of the Institute of Worship, and this is my friend Albi Mata Apa. And we're going to explain particularly our dreams for vocal music. At the end of this video, we'll show you the instrumentalists and other really expert musicians that we're bringing across. But for now, we're going to talk about our main dreams for vocal music, and Albi's going to introduce himself and chat about that.
Talofa lava. Yes, I'm a Kiwi boy. So it's good to be back home. Looking forward to this. My vision, my background is in choral music. Member of the New Zealand National Youth Choir in the past, Voices New Zealand. Have always been involved in the joys of choral singing, choirs. And so my heart in this big camp is that there's an opportunity for everybody at whatever level you are to come together as a family and belong to an ensemble and a choir. And the plan is to learn a song throughout the camp period with the vision of presenting a beautiful piece at the end of camp or at other opportunities throughout the week. But the key thing is that there's an opportunity for anyone and everyone to come. Whatever ability of singing you are, you're welcome. And you'll get a chance to learn some techniques on how to use your voice, how a choir is put together, and the importance of singing together in ensemble. And it's a great example of what God's family should be like. So I'd love for you to come along.
Okay, so Albi, I'm hearing you say multi-generation.
Multi-generation.
If we can get some children and young people free from their other things that they're enjoying with fun at camp, that'd be great. Multicultural.
Absolutely.
Sounds really good to me. And we're really wanting to involve people from right across the conference, aren't we?
Yep, no, absolutely. And the song itself will be relatively easy and understanding. We've only got a short period of time. But my heart is that you experience a wonderful sense of belonging. And in the process, we'll see how God works and how God's family should be. And the beauty of it when it all comes together.
And all of our rehearsals will be right on or near the campground during the camp season. So people coming from a long way away can plan to participate. They don't have to do a whole lot of work ahead of time.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's going to be a relatively simple song, but I can see it once we're all together and once we're singing. The beauty of it will be impactful, and I pray you have a sense of part of a family, being part of a family, just as big camp. That's what it's all about.
Now, there's something Albi hasn't told you, and that is that he has worked with the Institute of Worship as a really phenomenal tenor soloist, probably for nearly 20 years. We've been to every capital city in Australia, some regional areas, been to New Zealand, sadly only the North Island. This is our big chance to bring Albi to the South Island. We're going to hear some nice gospel music solos from you, Albi.
There's going to be a chance to get some singing in, and it's always good when I'm teaching for you to get a chance to hear it being used, and more importantly for the glory of God.
So we're looking forward to that. That about wraps up what we want to tell you about vocal music. I'm going to add on the end of the video a quick introduction to our instrumental team. They can't be here today. I'll show you a picture and give you some information about them. And we look forward to seeing you January 2025.
Make sure you come and join in as well. Everyone's welcome. God bless.
Cheers. Let's introduce some of the other Institute of Worship team members who will be coming to camp in January to host worship and music in the big tent. Team leader will be yours truly, Dr. Lyle Heiss, still directing the Institute of Worship while in active retirement. I've taken the Institute of Worship teams with orchestras and choral groups all over Australia and North New Zealand. This is our chance to come and connect with old friends in South New Zealand Conference. So Gayleen, my wife, and I, we're looking forward to this return to Christchurch, where we commenced our ministry in 1970 and 1971. Valmay Hill is well known in Adventist circles in South New Zealand. She was born in Dunedin and educated in Christchurch. Valmay became a highly respected piano teacher, and for many years she has served as Associate Director of the Institute of Worship. Valmay specialises in mentoring children and young people and helping them become servant leaders in the life of the church. Here we are as a team mentoring children in ministry at a New Zealand Pacific Children's Ministry Conference. You have already met Albert, and you know now his passion for involving as many of you as possible in the camp choir. Rehearsals will possibly start Sabbath afternoon, January 11, at the beginning of the camp season on the campground. Albert too loves working with young people, and we will be looking for young and old from across the conference to join the camp choir. You won't want to miss hearing Albert perform throughout the camp week, and then of course on the final weekend with the choir that he will be pulling together. Ben Millis will be the leader of the praise team in the big tent. Ben teaches music at the prestigious Cathedral High School in the centre of downtown Sydney. He has worked with the Institute of Worship for well over a decade. Ben is the musical director of the Sing Praise and Sing Noel major concert events held in Wahroonga Adventist Church twice a year. There he conducts a large orchestra, often including big choirs. You will be blessed by his inspirational leadership in worship in the big tent. Ben is already deep into planning the hymns and songs for worship at camp, and we know you will love our selections. Ray Leciones is an accomplished violinist. He's played in large orchestras in his homeland, the Philippines, but also in Perth in Western Australia and in the Institute of Worship Orchestra over many years. Ray will lead the strings in the orchestra which we will assemble for Christchurch Camp. We helped Ray establish the Perth Adventist Orchestra, and he has directed that for many years. You will love his violin playing and string arranging. 4 young men, high school students from Wahroonga Adventist School, over the last couple of years have formed a string quartet. They perform and assist with worship music regularly at Wahroonga Adventist Church. We're so privileged that Luke, Matthew, Kenneth and Ian will join us in Christchurch as the foundation for the string section of our camp orchestra. You will love their music. Other musicians will be joining our team as plans continue to unfold. We're looking for competent string players in South New Zealand and hope to have some of them join us as well. Praise team singers will all be chosen from South New Zealand, while the choir, of course, will be made up totally of people from the conference with a passion for singing, praising God, and being involved in the worship at camp. You should plan to be at Christchurch Camp 2025, and would you please spread the word about the choir opportunity open to all who would like to sing. We have an appointment to meet at Cheney's in Christchurch in January 2025, and we look forward to seeing you there.